the first sexually transmitted case of Zika virus is here in the U.S. Unless you've been avoiding the internet for the past few days, you know that the Zika virus is causing a lot of concern as it becomes a global health emergency, especially for pregnant women. Although Zika is actually a pretty low-risk virus, it's similar to the flu, fever, joint pain, and red eyes for the majority of us. It can cause very serious birth defects that leave babies with abnormally small heads and underdeveloped brains if contracted while pregnant. Until this week, there were only a couple of documented cases of the virus spreading through sexual contact. But on Monday, just one day after the World Health Organization officially declared Zika a public health emergency, the first documented case of Zika being transmitted through sex hit the U.S. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, a person in Texas was infected with Zika after having sexual contact with someone who had just returned from Venezuela, region where the virus is running rampant. The Zika virus has been reported in 23 countries, mostly in tropical regions, but is spreading quickly and currently does not have a treatment. This case is particularly significant for a couple of reasons. First, it's more evidence that Zika can be sexually transmitted. Typically, humans contract Zika after being bitten by an infected mosquito, and there is also some evidence that you can get it by coming in contact with infected blood. But this is also big because it marks the first local transmission of the disease in the U.S. Up until this point, the only U.S. residents to become infected had done so while traveling abroad. Before you start panicking, there are still no documented cases of anyone in the U.S. being infected by a mosquito, which is far and away the #1 way the disease spreads. Still, it's another reminder to always practice safe sex and use a barrier method like a condom, especially if you or your partner has traveled to an infected area.